Welcome everybody. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to create a page when ideas are not flowing. I'm using a journal that I created a bit ago. I happen to like the Sherlock Holmes genre, and that's from Graphic 45. And I have a variety of different papers, watercolor, old, just things. And this is what I think we should use them for. So for the background, I have a stencil that I like using, and I use distress inks, and I finally got brushes, which I absolutely love them now. If stencils aren't available for you, you can always just color the background with splatters or paint with the colors you want to use. Squiggle lines, using different marks or media just to get that background filled in. I add more, but I don't show you that. You'll see it later. It's the finger pointing. You get the idea. So you can use any vocal point that you want. You can cut them out from magazines, do your own art. I happen to be using the Signature Collection Art by Maryanne and a stamped image I colored and cut out from Scrappy Boy Stamps called Goth Girl. You'll know who that is when you see it, if you don't know already. And don't forget a saying that you might like to include. I like to include something, piece of poetry, a saying. There happened to be one in these cutouts. As I was collecting the materials, I developed a story in my head looking at the items, and I wanted the girl to stand up on something, and there happened to be buildings in there. So I decided to use that as a way of getting her to stand tall to meet this ginormous rabbit. The bunny had an extra hat, and for me, it seemed that it could connect the two of them together and made them look like they belonged, even though she's not wearing or she's not colored in the same way he is. And here's that saying, just trying to find the right place for me to put it. You can always fill the background with your own hand-drawn stars, flowers, but this had its own ephemera, excuse me, cutouts that I could use for the background, and I thought it was appropriate. Works for me. I added the extra flower in his hand so it looked like he was giving her a bouquet. Now, to make the focal point stand out, using a Stabilo pencil is better. I couldn't find it in a pinch, so I decided to use a ink pen and a fountain pen. Now, my fountain pen, it always gives me a problem for some reason. I don't know why. It either leaks all over the place or it doesn't flow at all. So when I saw that it wasn't working, my little trick is to just dip it into my water a little bit, and it starts the flow. And I knew I wasn't going to get much done. There's a turquoise green in this ink, and I decided to use it for the flowers and some grass along the bottom. So just doing it as long as it would allow me to write, and then it gave up on me. So it's really a pain. So, but I try to keep it flowing. So I use the ink to do a little outline around the bunny and have him stand out, because when you'll see, it's not as nice as when I use the Stabilo, but it sort of makes that focal point pop away from the page. And it sort of saves from having to do pop-ups, because not everybody can fill, their journals with pop-ups, because then it becomes, sometimes it just doesn't work. And I know it's not great. But I do have a second video doing this that I'll have posted, and you'll be able to see that. It's a good way to just get some art ideas going. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it inspires you and makes it easy for you to do something when you feel like creating but don't have an idea. So watch for my next video. Like if you like this, give me a comment below, and I'll see you next time.